My name is Sheila, and we are about to do a stretch body awareness class. Obviously, I'm sitting in a chair. We're going to utilize the chair to help us get into our stretch today. So let's start with our feet down on the floor or on your mat. And you do want to sit up your chair on the mat so that it doesn't slide. We're going a little bit closer to the front of your chair so you can really get that spine nice and tall. And we're going to just put our hands on our thighs here and take a little curve in our lower back. So we're shooting our lower back to the back of the chair, then pushing through the hips and shooting our belly towards the front of the room. And again, curving to the back with that back, engaging the abdominals, push through and allow the body to undulate, coming forward into an arch through that back. Again, curve. So we're just warming up that lower spine, pushing through, letting the upper body float and do what it wants to accommodate this movement through that lower back. Back and push through. Now let's exaggerate this a little bit more. So we're going to push back, drop the heads down, use your hands to push against the thighs so you get a little more stretch in the upper part of the body. And then we're going to push through the hips into the back and fold over. So we're going to lean forward. And then rolling back, using the hands to help push you into this position. Letting the spine come forward as the hips rotate and come forward with the body and drop. And 2 more sets. We're rolling back, so we're really feeling something happen in that lower back. Curve, head down, chin to the chest. Coming up, arch, and allow the head to lift a bit as you arc over. And let's take one more time. So we're pushing with the hands to roll through the spine, engaging the abdominals, pushing the lower backs all the way out, letting the heads come down. And then coming through the hips, lower back, come up with the head, dropping over and into your position where your chest is against the thighs. Now let's allow the hands to slide down and drop the heads all the way down. Slide your hands up. As the head comes up, we're keeping our torso over and head comes up. Again, hands slide, head drops, chin goes down to the chest as the arms reach out. Coming in, sliding the hands up, let the head come up and arch, still keeping the chest down towards the thighs. 2 more sets like that. Drop down, head, slides the hands out, reach arms out, chin to the chest. Coming in, sliding hands up, let the head come up and reach shoulders down. So we're working with that upper back area here as we go down for the 4th time. Reaching out, chin to the chest, reach the arms up even farther if you can. And then coming in, hands come to your knees, head comes up and arch. And let's continue that arch all the way up. And then roll the head down. And this time we're going to go all the way down to the floor so you feel that all the way through your back, reaching out. Coming in. Hands come to the knees, head arching up, pushing with the hands all the way up. And then rolling down. Sliding, feeling hands reach out. You're folding at the hips there. Hands come in, slide to the knee, head comes up, arcing up, all the way, shoulders are down, and we have one more. Rolling down, drop, slide, hands, reach out. Hands come in, coming up, heads lift, coming upright to an upright position. So your back has got a little bit more flexibility, coming front and back. Let's try to the side of that spine. So we're going to take our hand and put it down along the leg of the chair and bring the elbow up on the other side, keeping our hips still. So we're getting a side tilt. Head goes coming up, undulating up, and then sliding to the other side. Reach, hand goes down to the side of the chair. Good. Coming up, we're going to take 4 sets of these total. So you really can let the side spine tilt. Work there, lift, up, let the head go, breathe, and over. Hips stay right where they are, and your feet are planted so that you have an anchor there. And see how far down you can get on this third time, reaching. Maybe you can get a little farther over and you start to feel a side body stretch going all the way down towards the hips. And reach and slide. Good. One more set. Lift up and over and going to the side. Good. Elbow goes up to the ceiling there. And reach over and all the way. Good. Feet might start getting a little bit of work by holding your body upright. We're going to add to this, and we're going to reach, elbow goes up, and now the arm is coming up. And let's take a little pulse. In, elbows bend, you come up a little bit, and then stretch out and see if you can get more over to the side again. In, lifting the body up a little bit, and both arms reach. Good. 2 more sets. Coming in, inhale, exhale, reach. Good, and in, inhale, good, and reach and stretch. Excellent. Bend the arm down, slide, come up, and let's take it to the other side. Going slow, going over, because we did a big stretch on the side that we're now asking to contract. So from here, we're lifting that arm up, feeling both arms reach to the side. You've got your feet helping you, your legs helping to anchor you. And inhale, bend slightly, and then exhale and reach. And inhale, bending, exhale, and lengthen. Arm up and down. Good. Inhale, and exhale, and reach. Excellent. Inhale, exhale, and reach. Good. Bending the elbow, hand down so the elbow is bending and helping yourself upright. We're going to take the same kind of stretching but more on a diagonal. So we're going to reach to the side, and just before we take that stretch, let's do a little pushing forward with the opposite arm so it's crossing. It may cross in front of your face. Keeping the hips still so you get a twisted stretch there in the spine. Release and twist and release. Good. Breathe, twist and release and twist and release. Reaching both arms up, pulling the energy from the universe into your body, sliding across to your opposite hip, drop down and hang over the opposite leg. From here, reach the arms out, pulling in the energy, coming up that same leg, across the body, and out. Again, reach, coming in, sliding down, along the leg, drop the head down, reach the arms out, so you're getting a diagonal stretch in the spine. Grab some of the yin energy from the earth, bring it up, rolling up through the spine, engaging the abdominals, and then stretch. One more time. Lift, pull, bring it in, coming across, drop it down, and let the body hang as the arms reach out. Head is dropped. Pull the yin energy in, coming up, bring it into the hip, cross it over to the opposite shoulder, and reach. Okay, now you may find as you sit here that whole side feels like it's a lot longer than the other side on that diagonal. So let's take it to the other side. Remember, our first movement here is to twist and come across and reach. Good. Now our hips are staying where they are in the chair. We pretty much have planted our hips and our legs and our feet and haven't moved them that much. And once more. Here we go. Reach, feel that twist. Good, and release. Grabbing the universal energy, bringing it to the shoulder, coming across the other hip and down and hang. Feel those arms reaching out somewhat. And grab the yin energy coming up through that same leg. You're really letting it touch your body with your hands and open and reach. Bring it in. Coming into the shoulders, across the body, opposite hip, drop, come down, let the head go down, maybe you can reach your arms a little farther out there. Grab the yin energy, pull it in, make sure you're breathing this whole time, coming up and across, and reach, feel that twisted reach. Last time, grab, pull into the shoulder, across, into the hip, drop, down, and hang. Maybe you can get a little farther out with those hands
So you feel more of a stretch in that side back body area. And yin energy coming in, bring it into the leg, into the hip, across, reach and stretch. Excellent. Come to the center. You should feel like you've got more of an equal position. And let's take our hands now and start to move our hips a little bit. Hands are behind. You can support yourself on the back of the chair or on the side of the chair, whatever works for you, but make sure that the shoulders stay down. And we're going to just gently push your right hip forward. Obviously, the upper body is going to reflect that, and come back and push the other side. And come forward and push. So even though we're working in the hip, we are also feeling this somewhat in our backs. And once again, over, right hip forward. Good. And come forward and switch, left hip forward. And last time, pushing forward with that right hip. And come back and push with the left hip. Good. Coming to the center. We're going to do something that's a little strange, but you're going to put your hands on the bottom of your chair so you have some support. And we're going to clench our derriere, clench our glutes, And here we go. Breathe in. Clench as you exhale. It'll lift you up a little higher, so you're engaging the glute muscles. And release. Inhale. And clench. And you may notice that your legs move towards each other a little bit as you really use the muscles in your derriere, and release. 2 more. And breathe in. And exhale and clench. Good. You're squeezing the derriere muscles and release. Last time. Breathe in. And exhale and squeeze. You're feeling those muscles engage in your glutes. Good. And release. Let's come back to that twisting action that we did with the hip going forward, right hip. You may find that you can actually get the hips to go a little bit farther forward. So we're working in the hip area, but we're also engaging those glutes a bit. And push forward. And let's repeat that 2 more times, pushing that right hip forward, and then the left hip forward. Good. Last time, push forward, and switch and push forward. Good. Let's come back to that clenching exercise. Backs are straight, holding on. Deep breath in. Exhale and squeeze. Press down and in with your glutes. And release. Breath in. Exhale. Push and engage. Feeling some action happening in the derriere there. And release. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. And engage. Good. Really squeezing and release. And last time, deep breath in, exhale and engage. Excellent. Okay, so we've gotten a little bit more motion through the hips, and let's rock side to side, up and down. One side comes up, the other side goes down. And notice how there is still some connection with that lower back as we take this motion here. Good. So now we're going to switch into dropping our hips over. So we're going to be moving over to the side so you finally get to move your feet. And we've got ourselves resting on the side of the chair. One hip and one part of your cheek is on the chair, and the other is floating off into outer space. So here we go. We put our hands onto the side of the chair, and we're going to drop that hip down. So now you can get a nice stretch through this part of the side body, and come to neutral. Breath in and drop it down. And really sink into that hip and leg. And 2 more. Lift up and sink and drop. Good. And once more. Lift it up and sink and drop. Excellent. Good. Come to your neutral position. We're going to shift over to the other side. So you're setting yourself up with just now your right leg on the chair, and the left is out in outer space, grabbing hold, and we've got to drop that hip down. You can have this hand wherever you want. If you want it on the knee in front of you, that's fine. And lift, good, and drop it down. Really feel the lengthening that happens on the side of the hip area, waist area. And come up, 2 more. And drop it down. All the way, good. And lift. And last one, drop it down. Press it down, feel that nice stretch, and come up. Good. Let's come back to the front of our chair. Our feet are once again planted there. And we're gonna just gently bring the knee up, backs are straight. Knee up. And knee down. Bringing it up, hug it in. And drop it down. 2 more, bring it in. And drop it down. And bring it in. And let's take it to the other side. And knee comes in. And down. Keeping those backs nice and tall. Bring it in. And down. 2 more. Bring it in. And down. And bring it in. And down. We're going to continue with this. Bring it in. And now we're going to open up the leg by grabbing the same arm as the leg we're working with. Other hand comes down. And we're opening to the side, keeping our back straight. And coming in. And open it out. See how far out you can get it. You're feeling that in the inside thigh and in the hip. And move it out. Excellent. And coming in. And move it out. And bring it in. Putting that leg down. Other leg comes up. You're grabbing it with the same arm as the leg is. And then grab the side as you move that leg out to the side. You're maintaining the position of the supporting leg here. And open. Feeling the opening that happens in the inside thigh. Good. And to the chest. 2 more. Keep those backs tall. Breathe it out. And in. Excellent. And breathe it out. And in. Let it come down. Okay, let's take just a little break so that our backs can curve and go back down into rolling to the floor. Let's take a fairly wide position. We're on the edge of that chair there. Our backs are straight. Curving from the head. Chin goes down. Rolling through the upper back. The mid back, engaging the abdominals. And the lower back as you fold at the hips, dropping the head all the way down. How far can you get that head down to the floor without leaving the chair? Rolling up, engage the abdominals. So we're reversing the process, shoulders are down. Once again, going all the way through the spine, up to the top of the head. Curve, chin to the chest, rolling down. Grab the abdominals, slide down, and stretch. This time, let's reach your arms out, hang that head, let it shake a bit, feel what that does to your lower spine, and then rolling back up again. Here we go, lower back, mid back, shoulder blades, shoulders, and neck and head. 2 more, chin, drop, slide, engage the abdominals, feel the fold in the hips, reach the hands out and going way out there. This time, let's hold this for a moment, and we're going to reach the right hand a little bit farther out, and then the left, and take a deep breath in. Shake that head out as you exhale, and let's once more reach the right hand forward, then the left one a little bit more. You're not coming off the floor, off the chair, and then once again, rolling up through the spine. All the way through and come upright. Now we're going to go down one more time, and then we're going to be lifting our hips off the chair. Here we go, rolling, engaging the abdominals, coming all the way down. Feel that curve through the back, all the way down to the lower back. Reach the arms out from here. Shake that head out, shake the shoulders out. Let's see if we can move the hips a little bit. And now we're going to be catapulting ourselves a little bit farther forward with the weight on our hands as we lift our hips off the chair and then gently straighten the legs. First time we've really done some straightening hamstring work here, so be gentle. If your knees are still bent, that's fine. Let's bend the knees back down and see if you can get the derriere onto the chair. Breath in, exhale, straighten the legs, keep the heads down, and lift your derriere up into the air. Hips straight up.
Good. Bend, control it down. You've got your hands to help anchor you as you bring your hips back to the chair. Breath in. Exhale, coming all the way up. Feel the legs starting to get some good lengthening in the backs. And here we go. Bend, relax the shoulders, sitting down. Once more, deep breath in. Exhale, lift the hips up, straighten, and lengthen. Let's shake our heads no here. Shake your heads yes. Shake your heads no. And once again, yes. Good. Bending the knees, coming all the way down. Arms are still in front of you. And then once you've sat on the chair, you're going to roll once again back up through that spine. Excellent.
Good. So we're starting to move a little bit more through the whole body. Let's take a little bit of a rest for our spine and start working with our feet and our ankles so that we can continue the motion all the way through to the bottoms of our feet. So we're going to cross one leg with the other one coming over. And we're going to just be gently letting that foot be down, back straight, and we're going to flex through the foot. Push through the ball of the foot and point. Toes and flex. Push through and point. Toes and lift. And ball of the foot, point. Toes, lift. Push through the ball of the foot and point. Coming back to your flex position. And here we're going to bring the hands into the knee and lift our backs. So we're in the position that we were before, but our foot is being flexed. And we're going to circle through the foot. So our shoulders are down, and we're really circling through that foot to the outside and feeling the ankle. Get some work there. Good. All the way around. And we have our fourth one. And now we're going to reverse that circle, so it's going to the inside, and you're thinking of the little toe as you take this circle. Back still, stay straight. And your shoulders are down. Good. And now let's twist the foot to one side and then the other side. So we're just doing sort of like a windshield wiper action with flexed foot. And obviously you'll feel what happens with the lower legs as you hold this in, but we're just working through that ankle area. Good. And then shake the foot out. Excellent. Let's put the leg down and switch to the other side. And you'll feel a difference right away in that foot compared to the one we haven't worked with. So we're crossing over. And we're going to start with the flexed foot, pushing out through the heels, our backs are straight. Push through the ball of foot and toes. Toes and flex. And ball of feet and point. Toes and flex. Good. Push through and point. Toes and flex. And push through and point. And toes and flex. Bringing that leg up, back stay straight. Now we have a flexed foot and we're hugging our knee into our chest and we're circling now to the outside. Feeling not only what is happening in the foot, but also in the ankle there. And we're circling, shoulders down, we're breathing. We have one more in this direction. And then let's come in and reverse it. So we're thinking of our little toe as we do this circle. Really feeling what's happening in that ankle, waking things up in that whole area. And one more, circling around and lift. Okay, here we go into the windshield wiper. So it's not a huge motion. And in, and going to the outside and inside. And outside. Each time you may find that it's a little easier to do. And out and in. Good. And bringing the leg down and coming down. Okay, coming towards the front more of your chair. You can support yourself with your hands behind here. And we're going to lift the knee up and then open it out and drop it down. Up and front. So we're sort of making a curve up and open and working in that hip joint a little bit more. Lift up and open and up and close and lift and open and up and close. Other side, lift and open and up
and close. Good. And lift and open and up and close. Lift it up, focusing on that hip. And lift and open and up and close and up and open. We're going to go back to one of the exercises we had done previously. So we're going to go into that side hold where one leg is on, your left leg is on the chair, right is not, and drop that hip down once again. Now this time we're going to lift it up as high as we can. So there's a contraction on the side body. Drop it down, opening up through that side body, and coming up and contracting. And drop it down, stretch it out, and lift it up and contract. And drop it down, press it out. Good. And up and contract. Neutral up position, and then switch to the other side. Here we go. Dropping it down. All the way down, 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 down. Feel that stretch. And bringing it up so you've got that contraction through the side body. Drop it down. Lengthen it out. Good. And lift it up. Contract it. Drop it down. Lengthen it out. And coming up and contract. And drop it down. Lengthen it out. And coming up and contract. Good. Neutral, coming to the center, and come to the edge of your chair. And this time we're going to open both legs out. We've got our feet flat on the floor. Find a place that works for you. Divine flushes up from underneath you. So just being in this position, you may feel a bit of a stretch here. We're going to increase that. So from here, we're going to bend forward with our upper back. We're just being in a flat back position here. And we're going to push this hand against this knee as we push the shoulder, and we get a twist in the spine, but a bit more of a stretch through the inside thigh there. So we're twisting and hold. Come through, and let's take it to the other side, pressing against this knee, and let the shoulder come forward, and allow the body to twist. Up and switch, pressing against the right. Try to keep the back flat, but slightly forward in the chair. So we're getting a twist, working in the spine, but also in the leg and shoulder. A little arm work too. And up and press, twist. Good. 2 more sets. Breathe. Try to keep the shoulders down, even though you're pressing forward with that right shoulder against that right leg. And come up, use your breath, push against that left leg there. Left shoulder comes forward, opening up the left leg. Last time, push and twist. Good. And up and twist. Let's come forward and up. From here, holding the hands on the hip, let's just gently press the knees back a little bit so that you're getting a little bit more opening in that hip area. And then release. Breath in and press out the knees as you exhale. And release. You may really be feeling this. Inhale, exhale, and press. Very much opening up the inside thighs, working the glutes too. And release. Inhale, exhale, and press out. Excellent. Release. Now let's gently close the legs in. They may have really felt that. And so we're going to rock once again side to side on those hips. And you may notice that you have a little more range of motion in through the hips this way and the lower back than you did initially when we started the class. We're going to come back out into that open position. Sitting up tall, you might need to adjust yourself. And we're going to start to hold on to the front of the chair here. Keep the back straight. And we're going to work with the feet. Press through the foot and drop it down. Other side. Press through the foot. So the heel is coming up and down. And press and down. And press. We have 2 more sets. So you're going to get a little bit of stretch still on the inside thigh, but we're working the feet and having the feet and legs coordinate together a little more. Push and down and push and down. Let's take both together. Push and press the heels down. And keeping the thighs rotated out and down. So your lower legs are getting some work. by working through the heels and down, but you may feel this all the way up through the legs into the derriere and down. Let's close those legs up. Once again, let's rock side to side. Just really opening up the hips there. Okay, we're going to take a little bit more of an extreme stretch here. So open your legs up so that the feet are really underneath your hip area. Lift the right leg up, cross it over. Our foot is flexed here, backs are straight. And we're going to reach forward with our chest. So now you're feeling stretched to the right gluteus area. Shoulders are down. And then we're coming upright. Again, coming over into that flat back position, enjoying this gentle stretch. And come upright. 2 more. And press over to a flat back. It's not that far. Shoulders are down. And lift. You'll feel this. And flex over with the upper back. Good. And come upright. Bring the knee in and put it down. Notice if it feels a little different from the leg that we haven't worked yet. It might be a little looser down into the chair. Let's take the other leg up, your left leg, brace it with a flexed position, sitting up tall, and folding over. Now this first time, it's very evident where you're stretching, and you might find that your foot or your leg shakes a bit. Sitting up tall, let's take that again. What I was going to say is that we sit so much that these muscles that we're working on and opening up get very tight. And come upright. And 2 more. Over to your flat back. It's not very far. Good. And come upright. And let's take that once more. And flat over. Breathing. And come upright. Excellent. Let's put our feet down. We're going to take some more twists this time in our upper body. So we're going to take the right hand, bring it behind, place it onto the top of the chair there. Left hand comes to the outside of the right leg. We're going to take a deep breath in and then pressing against that right leg with the left hand. You're twisting the upper body to the back, bringing the elbow down on the right arm. So you get a nice good twist there. Our legs are staying right where they are. Unwind that and let's shift that. So the left hand comes to the back of the chair, shoulder down, and the right hand comes to the outside of the left leg. Deep breath in, backs are straight. As we twist, we're trying to bring our right elbow down towards the back of the chair and pressing against the left hand. So we're getting a pretty extreme stretch in the upper body there. And unwind, and let's take that again. Right hand behind, left against the knee. Deep breath in. As you exhale, pressing the right elbow down to the floor as you press with the left hand against the right leg. You might find that you can get a little farther over and our shoulders are down. So even though we're focusing basically on the spine, you may find that your arm that's behind is getting a stretch through the shoulder. Deep breath in and exhale and press the arm down in back. The elbow down and press against the leg so you're getting a twist. We're going to take that once more in each direction, and you may find that you're getting some good openings in that spine. So here we go. We've got the right hand behind, shoulders down, arms against that leg there. It can be either the back of the hand or the palm. Deep breath in, exhale, and now press the right elbow into the chair, top of the chair, and open up through the spine by pressing with the hand. And then unwind, and let's take it to the other side. Left hand is behind, right hand is crossing, deep breath in. As you exhale, you're pressing the elbow into the floor, into the chair, twisting, keeping the shoulders down. Excellent. Good. Coming back to center. Let's come a little bit farther away from our the back of the chair here. And let's once again start working with the legs. So we're going to use our feet to help bring our legs up, bracing the hands on the side here. So it's a little bit of a swing. Pushing through the foot, ball of foot, toe, and lift. Going back down, ball of the foot, and heel down. Push through ball, toe, lift, foot down, and let it rest. And push up, coming through the foot and down, keeping the back straight. And push up, and come down, other side. And ball of foot, toes. From the toes coming down and heel. Breathing, push through, up. Ball of foot and down. And lift up. Good. And down. Last time, pushing through, lift. And come down. Let's stretch out that right leg. We've got a pointed foot and we're going to push the hip forward. So it's similar to what we've done before, but we're lengthening the leg out there. And release. And push out, twist, lengthen that leg. And release. 2 more. And push out, twist. Might feel like you're sliding forward off the chair there. And you've got support with your hands though, so you won't fall. And come forward and in. And other leg. Point the leg all the way out through the toes. And push forward, twist, and up. So the hip is leading, pushing out and twisting. And release. And again, push it out, twist, and release. And push it out and twist, and release. Coming back in, let's take that with a flexed foot. So now we're getting a little more stretch along the legs. So the foot is flexed, back is straight. Push out, feel that twist, and release. Push it out, twist, and release. Good. Push it out, twist, and release, and push it out, and twist. Feel that length through that leg, and release coming in. Let's take the other leg, flex it out, feel the length through the bottom of the foot there as you stretch the Achilles, back straight, and push out, and release, and push it out. Really feel that heel working away, and release, and push it out, and release, last one. And push it out. And release. Good. Let's put our feet flat down and let's take that roll once again from the top of our heads. Backs are straight. Rolling down through our head, neck, above the waist, lower back, folding up the hips, reaching arms forward. And we're going to take the straightening of the legs once again. Hips are going to come off of the chair. So here we go. Deep breath in and push the hips up, lengthen down. And this time you may find that you've got a little bit more ability to stretch through the hamstring there. Slowly lowering down, getting the derriere to the chair. Deep breath in, exhale and straighten up. Heads go down, hips go straight up, and bend. And allow the hips to come to the chair. Breath in. Exhale, lift and lengthen. And hips come down. Feel a stretch that happens in the lower back and maybe through the arms and the armpits. And last time, you're pressing up. Heads go down. Shake that head out. We're going to bend and straighten one leg at a time. So we're going to bend the right knee and keep the right leg straight. And you may find that your torso twists to the side a little bit, coming upright with that right leg, and then bend and twist to the left. It increases the stretch in the long leg, and maybe you feel something going on in that spine. Up straight, right leg bends, left is straight. Maybe you can find your body twisting a little bit more over to the side there. Good. Coming up right with the right leg and bend, and left leg bends. 2 more sets. Breathing in as you straighten. Exhale and bend the right. Inhale. Exhale, bend the left. Once more. Inhale. Straighten the leg and then bend the right as your upper body twists to the left.
Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, and allow the body to tilt to the right as your left leg is bent. Good. Coming to an upright position, let's bend our knees and come back to our sitting on the floor position and roll up through our spine. Excellent. Okay, let's go back into this open position where we are sitting on the edge of our chair and we've got our legs rotated out. And we're going to put our hands in front. So we're going to be lifting the leg off like we did to the front, but it's going to take a little more action. So from here, we're going to lift off and down. You may find that you can't get very far, but you're using the foot to push and down. And push off and down. And push off and down. Let's take the other side. Push it off and down. And push it off and down. Push it off and down. And push it off and down. And now let's bring the legs closer together because you may have really felt that in the inside hip there area. So give yourself a little bit of a massage in there. And then let's come back to feet underneath where your hips would be if you were standing. Bring this leg up again, it's flexed. And we're gonna go back into that fold over position from a straight spine and going out through the flat back. And now we're gonna curve it over and drop the whole body over that leg, which will increase the stretch in the leg that's bent and also in your spine. We're going very slow here. And then let's come back up to straightening the back, coming to that flat back position as you're pressing into the leg to increase the stretch and come upright. Let's take that again. And folding over to your flat back. And then we're coming over, foot is flexed on this leg, dropping over, allowing the body to curve. You may feel like the leg shakes some. And coming back up again, because we're very much pinpointing all of the muscles in our lower back and also in our glutes and the rotation of the hip. And here we go, once more. Going over this that third time. Flat back, drop, all the way over. Allow the shoulders and the elbows to bend as the head drops down and hangs. Head comes up. We're pushing with our hands into that flat back position and then coming upright. Let's take a fourth one here. Breathe, going over, flat back, all the way out. And dropping over, allowing the body to sink down towards that leg. Chin goes down, elbows bend, head drops, coming back up to that flat back and all the way up. Using a chair sometimes can allow us to very much focus in on some part of our body. So now just see how that leg feels compared to the other one. You may feel like you've really opened up and lengthened in this whole area, especially side and back into the glutes. Let's take it to the other side so the other leg comes up. We've got a flexed foot there, our backs are straight. And from here, we're going over into that flat back position. And then allowing it to drop over. Elbows are bent, and we're allowing our upper body to fold over. We're going slow. You can feel where this is working. Drop the heads down. This is our first time, so I want you to be very, very slow. And be aware of where you're getting the work, where you're getting the opening up and lengthening. Head is down. And then head comes up. You can use your hands pressing against the leg to come back into that flat back position. And then coming upright. Let's take that again. Breathing and we're going over into that flat back. And allowing the upper body to fold over. Shoulders are down. Heads drop, chin goes down towards the chest. Maybe you can get a little farther over than you did originally. Maybe you feel this more deeply in the leg that is folded and bent in front of you. Head comes up, pushing with the hands into that flat back position.
Feel like your spine is long. And then lift up, pushing against the leg with the hands. We have 2 more. Come to an upright position so you fully release through that hip. Breathe in, coming over into that flat back position. Good. And then folding over, you can engage the abdominals to help you get into that fold. Elbows bend, shoulders down, and head drops. Chin comes into the chest, weight is forward, increasing the stretch. Head comes up, pushing the hands into that flat back position. Feel the length through that spine, and then gradually come upright. We have 1 more of these. Deep breath in, exhale, and folding over to your flat back, and then all the way down. Dropping the head, shins release, let go, and then pushing up to your flat back and come upright. Excellent. Let's bring the leg into the chest and coming down. So now we're going to move into a standing position with our chairs. So we're going to let the chairs stay where they are. And we're going to just put that front leg onto the chair. Back leg is going to slide out. You've got support with your hand here. And we're pushing through this hip, this long leg hip, bending forward. Feeling that stretch through the front of the hip. And then let's come back, and this time we're going to stretch the front leg and drop the head down. So we haven't done a lot of hamstring work, but here we go. We're going to increase this. Heads drop over. Coming up, and we're going to reverse that process. And we're pressing the back hip forward. Our legs are straight forward here. We're not rotating on that back leg. And our bodies are upright. And we can feel a nice stretch in that hip. In the back of the leg, back leg here. And coming up, folding over right from the hips, dropping over and down. So you're shifting your hand that's in front to help accommodate this transition. Coming back forward, once again, bending that front leg. You might want to shift the arm and keep the back upright as you press forward through the hip. And pushing back, using your breath, folding the body over, dropping the head down, hand will adjust, and you've got a good stretch on that front hamstring there. Last time, coming up right, bend the front knee, pushing through, adjust the hand. Feel the stretch all the way through the back of the leg, but also on the front of the hip there. And then once more, coming back over and stretch. Head goes down. Let's come upright. And take the chair, use your hands and bring the leg down and come to an upright position. And you're going to find that the leg that we had in behind feels very different from the leg that was in the front. So let's switch over to the other side. Setting ourselves up here. We've got 1 foot on the chair, the other leg is back, and you're shooting it up as far back as you can. That feels comfortable. Hand comes on to the knee here in front, legs are parallel. Deep breath in, and we're pressing that hip forward, the back hip forward. So we're stretching through that whole hip flexor area as we bend our knee forward here. And coming back up with the hip, straighten that front leg, adjust the back leg if you need to as you fold over and down. This is our first stretch in this deep stretch in the hamstrings, so be gentle. Bending the knee, coming forward, feeling the back come upright, and hand comes into a good position. I keep sliding my foot behind because I need a little more room to get a good stretch in the hip area of the back leg there. So you adjust it for yourself, pressing the hip forward, lengthening through that whole area. Good. Breathing as you shift the hips back,
Hands come down, folding the body over this front leg, relaxing the shoulders, enjoying what's happening in terms of the stretch in that hamstring. Coming forward with that knee, breathing upright with the body, adjust the hand, pressing back with the heel on the floor and pressing forward with that same hip. So you get a nice long line there. Shoulders are down, body is upright. And coming up, pressing back with the hip, hand comes down, drop the body over, drape it over, shoulders are down, and lengthen through that hamstring. Feel that nice stretch that's happening there. Last time, coming up, press that knee. Forward, upper body comes upright, back heel presses down, and that hip on the back leg comes forward. Good. Lift up. Hip goes back on the front leg, arm drops, draping the body over, feeling the length that happens in that hamstring. Coming upright. You can hop the back leg up if you want to, and then taking the hands on the chair, bring this leg behind, and roll yourself up to an upright position. You should feel pretty equal there. We're going to take some folds all the way down using the chair as a base. So find a position that works for you. Your feet are right underneath you. It's in terms of the distance between your body and the chair that you want to be cognizant of. So from here, we're going to fold over from the hips, reaching arms behind. And then bring the arms forward, place them on the chair, and see how far you can fold over. You may need to put your hand on the back of the chair and the other one on the front. And we're reaching out with our hips behind us. So our hips go beyond the heels, arms are coming forward. So we're increasing the whole stretch that happens in the hamstrings, but also in the whole length of the body. Coming upright by pushing the hips forward, we're going to bend our elbows and come forward. Heels stay down. So we're kind of doing like a modified push-up position here. Push the hips back, all the way back, so you really feel the length in the whole body and the torso through the arms, but also from your hips down through your heels. Hips go back. Coming upright. Push forward into your hands and allow your hips to come forward. Elbows are slightly bent. Heels stay on the floor because we're stretching through the Achilles there. Coming up and push it back. Hips go way back. Long line. See if you can get a little farther back there. Lengthen. Coming up. Bring the hips forward. Elbows slightly bent. Keeping the heels on the floor. So you're not a true straight line here, but you've got a little bit of a curve over. You can engage your abdominals to help you in this position. And once more, let's push back. Now we're aiming towards getting a flat back there, a long line. It's a diagonal line towards the chair. Hips go back. So opening up, creating space. And last time coming forward, heels stay on the floor, engage the abdominals, and press forward. Heels stay on the floor. Good. Walk your feet towards you, and then let's roll up through the spine. And let's come back into a sitting position. Just to get a little action in our shoulders and our heads and neck, let's bring our shoulders up and down, and and down. Backs are straight up and down and lift and down. Let's bring right shoulder up as the left comes down and switch it and change and change. Good. Reach it up on the right and up left and up right, down left. Press it down and other side pressing down. Good. Neutralize that. From here, let's tilt our head to the right and let's lift our left shoulder up and drop it down.
as our head tilts more towards the right there. So we're opening up that neck and lift up, breathing in and reach it down. 2 more, lift it up and press down, just folding up the neck there. And last time, up and exhale and down. Really feel that shoulder dropping down. Gently bring the head up and let's move it to the other side. So you've got a tilt with the top of the head going to the left there. Feel that stretch. And then right shoulder comes up, inhale. Exhale, press it down. Lift it up, inhale. Press it down as you let the head tilt more to the left there, lengthening through the side of your neck. And lift up, inhale. Exhale, drop it down. And last time, lift the shoulder up, inhale, exhale, and drop it down. Good. Coming up right. Excellent. Let's reach our arms up. And we're going to just take some slings forward. So adjust your feet, get a little bit closer to the front of the chair. And we're just going to reach out, swing, arms go behind, swing arms out and up. And breathe, swing, arms go down and come up. Breathe all the way down and come up. And last time, reach up, down, and come up. Excellent. Let's bring our arms to the side. Once more, we're going to do a side stretch. Hand goes onto the side of the chair there, reaching up and over, sliding the bottom hand down, and see how far over to the side you can get. You should feel a lot more movement than when we started class. Coming up and over, and hand reach, slide that hand down, chair, and open to the side. Hips stay on the chair there. Good. Coming up, swing. Let's go over to the other side. Lengthen, keeping the chest open. Don't let it close up. It's open so you get that nice side stretch. Head is dropped. And up and over and slide, keeping the chest open. Breathe. Let's take one more to each direction. Up and over and slide. Good. And up and over and slide. Good. Letting that arm go all the way down. Coming up right. Excellent. So I know we've done a bunch of stretches on the chair, some of which have been a little bit more intense than what we might have been able to get just sitting on the floor. I don't suggest that you always do just a chair exercise, but it is a wonderful way to isolate and break up the routine or perhaps the boredom of always sitting on the floor stretching or standing and stretching. So with me, let's reach our arms up, over our heads, breathing in. Exhale, bring your hands to the heart chakra. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you like this class, press the like on the video or let me know that you would like to maybe do some more stretch classes with